So you think this is where we should do it at, huh? This is where we should do it at?
So I walked over to where you did.
I seen you. I was like, that's why I was like, wait, are you at the?
There's a lot of space over there.
We did that whole green area. We was over there. We did that. They gonna be late. Y'all, that video is going viral right now as we speak. That video I posted this morning.
Oh, well,
on IG.
I remember, I wasn't thinking about nothing this morning.
Yeah, I know, I get it. But that thing has got over like 12,000 views right now. And it's about gentrification.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't even know he was recording.
You have to control known money. This is a capitalist country. The only thing that matters is money. But then you also gotta say, how do I gain that?
I'm gonna use this right here to get people started.
Learn that about this country for the entire world. You have money. You're not a part of the decision-making process.
So, chill.
Tommy Holt.
I don't know. And it was like, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Nice to meet you, man.
All the time.
Appreciate it, bro.
And I thought I hit you in your DM, but I'll talk to you later.
All right, cool. Yeah.
You want my text later?
I did.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing? I'm Max.
Ernestine.
Nice to meet you. My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
He's actually got a school.
Okay.
I still want to come and rap to Jay about some stuff. You're going to end up having to get on a 5-something.
I have a 5:30, some 5:40.
Oh, okay. Did you get to speak to Jay earlier?
I did, and I would love to meet him. I literally just got here. My flight was delayed. My flight was I was trying to get in.
What time is your flight?
I think they boarded 5:15, so that really gives me a whole another 5.
Yeah, I think you're a 6.
About a 40-minute drive from here.
So that's gonna be tight.
That might be tight.
Yeah.
I'll tell them to hold the plane.
All right.
And it's the Millennial Tour concert that B2K pays over.
Is that going on now?
Yeah, and that's all heading all the same direction. So you might want to get stuck in traffic.
Yeah, that's going to be nuts.
That's happening today.
Yeah, I think concert starts at 7. Well, where are you located? Where are you?
North Carolina.
Well, if we can't make it happen today, let's just set a date.
We'll do something. I'll come down. We supposed to come down and do something anyways.
We're about to go back on tour, on our corner class tour.
Okay.
So.
Have you seen that? You seen the corner class?
I have, yeah, a while ago.
Yeah.
I was actually just looking into renting a tour bus to do like a 30-day.
You should totally do that.
That would be dope.
I love those.
Corner classes.
Yeah.
Buy back the block.
Do one with us. Choose a city.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Do a couple of them.
That might be a good jump.
Yeah, let's do it.
I would love to. Yeah, let's do it. Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Good to meet you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you. My pleasure.
See you soon.
Take care. Be safe.
Bye. Have a good one.
I think that tour thing would actually.
I know you're recording. I want to record. What's up?
Yeah.
I just saw y'all in Dallas, so that's what I was like.
How you doing?
Travel all over.
Me too.
Well, I'm glad you're coming today.
Yeah, I wish we had more time, but we're gonna try to get what we can get.
You know, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you can get.
Yeah. I think a lot of these people are gonna be new. So a lot of this might be very redundant to you.
You know what's funny is I was there and there was a ton of new people in Dallas,
Yeah.
Like, what do you think I should do? I was like, you need to go around this room
and start talking.
Probably need to partner up with somebody and work for them.
Yep.
You know what's funny is like coming here, it's really good for people. I mean, it's just they see you're a real person.
Yeah.
And they have real questions. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, take action, Like, you've been watching videos for 2 years. Like,
let's get it done.
You know what I mean? Like, I saw you last year. What's happening?
The same thing. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Congrats on the event going down, bro.
Vincent, what's good?
What's up, Tommy? What's up, man? You all right?
Is that Tommy?
Listen, we've had the same thing.
You got a coach date, right?
On what?
You're doing way too much.
It's you. Oh, at the event? Oh, I get to the event, I ain't coming downstairs till it's time to hit the stage.
Gary?
I'm not doing anything. You prep that whole, I just prep my staff to where at this point it's either gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. I am not, we done did it all the way up to the day of the event. From the day of the event, I don't control nothing. I'm not, you sweating right there.
Bro, I see I ran over here to find you.
We here.
Hey,
The most value in We Live 19 was this.
Yeah, out in the hallway.
Bro, I done said everything on stage. I said it on YouTube.
Right.
You know, you gonna get some details, but it's having 1,000, 1,200 other wholesalers in the building. That energy can't be replicated nowhere else. You see the interview we did with Vince, with Just?
Yeah, I watched it. In fact, my man picked me up from the airport, so I watched it on the way in. It's good, man.
This is his start.
Yeah, it's good.
This is his start. You got 1,600 videos?
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like I just bring people on.
How much we got?
You don't need that many, trust me.
How many videos we got?
Almost 140.
Yeah, we just growing. We 1 year in. What's up, man?
But
doing
what
all
happens is 3 years.
Nice to meet you, brother.
3 years back.
Yeah, likewise, brother. You brand new? You ever?
Yeah, I'm brand new.
All right, cool. So,
I'm 23 years old. I'm graduating in May, but I just got into
where you graduating from?
Kennesaw State University.
Okay.
Business management.
Okay.
I've been watching your videos a whole lot.
Okay.
You and Tommy, so
Legit, man.
I love the
Yeah,
content
man.
you have to share.
I appreciate your support, bro. Yeah, man. What's up, man? What you said you hit me in the inbox?
Yeah.
What you say? My inbox is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I already know.
How you doing, man? Max. Nice to meet you, brother.
You too, man. Yeah, I just got into like the wholesaling thing. So my business partner's like, you gotta check this guy out, named Max. I mean, he sends me like 3 videos a day.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Word?
Yeah. I mean, we just been killing it. Just
Yeah.
some of the stuff that you say. Like,
Y'all here locally?
Yeah, no, he's in Charlotte.
Okay.
So that's what we gotta reach out to him. He's in Winston.
Yeah, right down the street.
Are you buying?
Yeah. I buy. So here's a couple things I do. I wholesale a lot, but I buy. I also wholesale a lot too. I'll buy it and take it down and put it on the MLS.
Okay. Well, we have a lot of properties, man. You ever interested in that? Like,
Shoot me an email. Shoot me something. I've been home like 16 hours in the last 2.5 weeks, so I haven't really had time. But Francis is my ace. Like we still like. I think we bought one and sold 2 today. I like that y'all just taking action because that's all it's about, man. It's like going out there and be like, yo, I'm gonna do this, and not really knowing the next step because that's what it took for me. And then I sometimes you can know too much. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, man. We doing a video?
Yeah.
Oh, we in Atlanta right now. Oh, we got light. The light, can you hear me? What's that? Oh, my bad. Video guys telling us to turn around. There we go. Oh, that's better. I look light skin now. No, I'm just joking. So you gotta get that good light. What's up, y'all? We in Atlanta. We about to do social proof, man. This is crazy. A lot of people here, man. I'm loving this.
Yeah, entrepreneur, Max.
Carolina peoples, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. I see y'all. Awesome, man.
Did you start?
So now my first contract was September 28, 2016. So I started 3 weeks before that. So this 2.5 years now.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. I got, and then the 4th week I got my second contract.
3 months to get my first contract.
Yeah, but
You started recently, man.
yeah, end of 2016. So I had I made like 21,000 in my first month. 21,000.
So how did you like start? Did you like have a mentor?
Nah, I just literally was like all up on like seeing the videos and then going to go implement them, even though I really didn't understand it. And then when I did that, I just was taking the next step without really knowing. My first thing I did, I was driving in an old neighborhood I used to live in. What's up, brother? How you doing? Like, so when I found that first house, I just was like, okay, this is gonna be my first deal. And I found like it was a raggedy house, and I ended up finding it, and it turned into a deal. Made $14,000. Could have made a lot more, but I didn't know what I was doing. But still made money.
What about contracts? What do you got?
I found it on Facebook. You just gotta kind of do without really knowing your next step, right? You know the concept.
Yeah.
That's what matters, right? Everything else fills in itself. Yo, I got this nice house. Yo, I talked to the owner. Okay, dope. They said they want to sell. All right, cool. I don't know what the right prices is. Then you go research that. Okay, it's a couple prices. Then you like, okay, I'll make you an offer. I'll give you 25,000. No, I want 30. All right, I can take the 30. You don't even know if it's a good deal. Then you put it out there to a couple buyers. You call Tommy, yo, I got a deal. Can you help me? Yeah. He calls you. He sells it for 45. Y'all make some bread. And then you like, okay, this is real. I just got my first check. And then every time you do it, you start to learn new pieces of the puzzle. I still learn every day. There's so much real estate stuff, you can never know it all. But I have the concept of wholesaling down pat. I need to get it cheap and sell it for more. It's all a numbers game. When you say you call houses, how many people do you think you've actually called?
But how many houses can I have? Is there any tools that I need to be looking for houses on, or like driving for dollars is the only method that I need to be doing?
It's not the only method, but it's the method that allows you to learn the neighborhoods and learn to do all this stuff like that. Because it's not about. Because if you haven't called, you listen. Let me tell you. When I first started, I was calling 200 people a day. Are you doing 200 a day?
No.
You doing 100 a day?
But how do you find 200 drivers?
So I didn't start driving for dollars. I did start driving for dollars, but then I found out I had to go get a tax delinquent list or some type of list.
I have a tax for 2 counties.
So So there goes half of your problem. Now the other half is to get the numbers.
She looking at me like, man, don't be. I'm trying to talk to Max.
No, because me and Max they saw each other before. So, but I just, I can't go nowhere and not get
Let's turn around.
Oh, y'all got to share it.
Turn around.
I know that light is.
Light there, but there we go.
Oh, look at you.
Yes.
My Max,
Oh,
well,
We're going to teach you guys some things. We're going to go back and forth. We obviously, we know what we're talking about, so we're going to give it to you real raw, okay? All right? So, show of hands, real quick, show of hands. How many people know what wholesaling real estate is?
Okay.
He knows the value. He knows what construction costs are. He knows what people will pay for in the market. He's knowledgeable about the industries that are coming into the neighborhood, right? These are all things that we need to know as wholesalers, right? And he says, well, if I can get this for $10,000, I know this young lady here in the green in the front, I know she's looking for a house in this neighborhood, and I know she knows what she's doing. She's just going to hire this gentleman in the red shirt right here to come in and fix it. And so I can sell this property, I can get this property for Thomas for 10, put it under contract. Everybody say control. Control. Contracts equal control. Max is not buying the house for me. He's not taking $10,000 out of his pocket and giving it to me, but he's controlling the house. Unlike a car, when you sign on that line and you roll off the lot, right? You don't get a house right away. Everybody knows this. It's like about a 30, 60, 90-day window. So he controls my house for this time frame until he finds her. And she said, listen, I got this house. I'm gonna give it to you for 10. I'm here for 20. Okay? And when you're gonna put $50,000 into it, and you're gonna be able to sell it because this guy told you, the guy in the red shirt told you he's gonna fix it $50,000. Okay? And then you're gonna sell it for $140,000. And you're like, that sounds like a steal. You don't even question how much he's making. You send the money over to the closing attorney, a man over here in the flash thing right here, send it to him. He says, Tommy, here's your 10. Max, here's your 10. Here's the keys to the house. You get to work. Make it simple. Everybody understand that? Pretty straightforward, right? So we're going to go back and forth. We're going to talk about how Max and I find properties.
So I know we don't have much time on stage, but I want to kind of back up and kind of tell you my story on how I got started. So about 30 years old, I went flat broke trying to start an app, right? I gave up my job, went flat broke. I had to move back home with my mom at 30. My mom's Jamaican. How many of you guys got foreign parents? Right? So you get it, right? So I had to go back home. It was like I was 13 all over again. So I lived with home with my mom and I had to do something different. And I came across a friend that had, his dad was in the real estate. He was an investor, but I just didn't know what exactly was he was doing or how he became so rich. I knew he was rich, but I didn't know how rich. I went to his house one day. He started talking about real estate and he said the word wholesaling. How many of you guys have a degree from YouTube University? Thank you. I have about 4 of them. I'm actually working on my doctorate right now from YouTube University. Now here we are. I'm living at home. I don't have any money. I have a bad, this car I drove was terrible. I had a 2004 Volkswagen Jetta with a bad starter. How many of you guys know what a bad starter is? Don't be ashamed because I'm raising my hands. All right, so you gotta hit the starter every time you wanna start the car because it just doesn't work, right? I'm not a genius. I had less than a 2.0 GPA in high school. I did not go to college, but I am now doing pretty well. So the point is that you don't have to be smart. You don't have to have a lot of money. And so the barrier of entry is so low. But what I found out through talking about real estate over the last year and a half is that people don't have that motivation, that push to continue to do something. And it could be anything, right? So I just did a conference in Dallas. It was 1,200 people there. And the reality is less than 100 people will leave that room and go do something with the information they just gained. So I want you guys to change that standard. I don't care if you really like real estate or not. It could be a vehicle to open up your dance studio. It could be a vehicle to open up your 30 salons. It could be a vehicle to do whatever you want to do in life. But owning real estate is where you create wealth. And I'm now showing you, we are showing you a way where you can have an ATM machine by investing and doing real estate the wholesaling way.
So I want to leave here, we only got a little bit more time. We're going to leave here with some actual steps, okay? So this is things that I'm going to challenge you. Like you just talked about, the things that we kind of walk you through this thing. We only have 40 minutes, right? You're going to leave with actionable steps. Number one, tomorrow, actually no, tomorrow we got a conference. So Saturday or Sunday.
This weekend.
You are going to, listen, don't write this down if you're not going to do it. Just close your ears. This weekend, you are going to find 25 abandoned properties. Write that down. 25 abandoned, this is your homework.
Tall grass.
Everything we talked about. 25 abandoned properties. That same day, you're going to figure out where, because you're all from all around the country, you're going to figure out where you guys are at. Go onto the county website, and you're going to look at the person's, whoever owns that property. Okay?
So the county website is usually named, like, so if whatever county. So if you're in Fulton County, it's probably Fulton County GIS or Fulton County GEO. GIS means Geographical Information Systems, but what is it?
So Fulton, if you're here in Fulton County, it's going to be Fulton Tax Assessment, all right, .org. This week, everybody raise your hand, you're going to do this week? All right, this week, you're making 25 calls, okay? And once that happens, you're going to set it up for an appointment. Just like we talked about, you don't have to spit out a number right there. You just want to get on an appointment.
Most of the strategy around wholesale that you hear is around like dilapidated, like cheaper homes. Is there a different strategy or a twist to it?
So I do everything. So I do from you don't want it to you got to go. I do it. I just bought a house that I actually kept. It was about $350,000. I wholesale, but I kept it. But join the Facebook group. Find us on IG. Mine's The Real Maxwell. I also have a YouTube channel where I give away all this stuff for free.
That will give you a whole bunch of houses where already wholesalers are looking. That will give you a lead on lead generation.
Give me a real life example.
Okay, say 3 of us went driving for dollars in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
So after we went driving for dollars in the neighborhood, we're going to hit, zip codes 30260, and I found 15 houses over there that was worth it. He hit 30261. He found maybe 5 houses. So you'll think, okay, the 30260 would be way more worth you investing into because you already see wholesalers already finding.
Oh yeah. So I already reverse engineered the hottest zip codes already. I do that through public record to find out how many cash sales happen in what zip codes. So we use that. We basically go on a master record of all the sales, and the most cash sales is where we actually focus on driving for dollars and a lot of marketing.
We got our first deal under contract, all from watching your YouTube videos and all.
Awesome.
So my question is, I think our price might be a little too high. So the contract is signed. So how would you go about renegotiating?
Call them and tell them you made a mistake.
So you don't have to worry about have a contractor go in there and do all that, or do you just say?
But just say, hey, look, we found some things that we didn't know that was there, whatever the situation is. And for this to work as an investment property, the price has got to come down a little bit. Sorry. I don't expect you to come all the way down to where we need it, but at least meet us halfway.
Okay. It's easy enough. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, just being honest with them. Yeah.
Your videos help us
Appreciate
a lot, man. Keep coming.
Appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
So when it comes down to like the government-owned houses, like the dollar housing programs, what do you think about those as far as investment opportunities for someone just starting?
So I don't know much about them. I did look into them in Baltimore. From what I understand is you got to get approved to buy those, and then you have to show that you have the capital to start the rehabbing immediately. So I've never touched on those. My philosophy in my company is I essentially don't buy anything that's for sale, right? Because we solve problems. So yeah, everything is. Everything is. I don't want to buy anything that somebody has a price tag on already.
So I've looked at. I'm sorry, Mike. 1 second.
No, you're
good.
good.
And the Facebook page to see generally when we get to the seller, how do we determine our wholesale fee? I know the ARV is important. I know the comps are important.
So say the ARV is 100,000.
Yep.
Right? You're going to take away in our market. You're going to take away 30%.
Okay.
So minus 30%. That's going to leave us at 70. Let's just say you determine that the actual house is maybe 30,000 repairs. Minus 30,000. Okay? So now we got a purchase price where you can buy it for 40,000 and not make $1.
Right. Okay.
You ain't made nothing. You're just going to pass this on to the seller. Hey, I'm going to buy it for 40, you're going to give it to another guy for 40. That ain't what the business we in. The minimum we like to do is $10,000. But it really boils down to a percentage, right? So now I got to buy it for 30 and be able to sell it. So that.
So you get the 10 out. So I'm buying it for 30, but I'm selling it to him for 40.
Now let's not get it twisted. I've sold a deal and made $1,200 before.
Right.
So you don't, that's what we want, but then something can happen to where I messed up on the numbers and I just got to let it go to my buyer.
Definitely.
Okay.
Right?
That just happened to me last week.
But
Seriously.
every time we go on those, but my first offer is not 30.
Right.
My first offer would be like 15 on that deal right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right, with those real numbers, my first offer would be 15. And if I get it at 15 or 20, then I just built in more money for myself. I think people, and this just sounds crazy because I sound like I'm talking about 10 years ago, but 2 years ago, these systems did not exist.
Exactly.
Right? There was no bulk skip tracing when I started.
Right.
There was no REI rail when I started. There was no driving for deal machine. You couldn't even get no VAs back then. So I think, and this is just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people become very spoiled. Not saying you're spoiled, but you look at my business, right? Where we do a couple $1 million a year. And you try to emulate your business that's 6 months old and look at my business that's hyper accelerated to do X amount.
Yeah.
When the reality is you guys should probably scale back and do more of the hands-on stuff than, and I don't know what your business is, I don't know how much money you're making now, just all assumptions.
Yeah.
But you might want to start doing more of the stuff yourself and stop being CEOs and start being actual like workers right now, right? So at 20 years old, what are you looking for?
I just wanted to expand. I want to grow. I want to make sure.
You're 20, bro.
Yeah.
You have a, literally you have a,
I'm humble.
No, but understand this.
What's up?
I started at 31.
Yeah.
You're already doing business at 20. So you got 11-year head start. If I was doing this, if I knew what I knew now at 20, I'd be a billionaire right now.
Yeah.
So just relax, just chill. Just keep doing what you're doing and make sure it's actually real.
Right.
Right? Make sure you don't, here's a task. Make sure you don't collapse in the next downsize of the market. That should be the only thing you're looking forward to. Set up your company where you can survive the next downfall. What's up?
Do you think it's more saturated or is it you?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks to the guy Tommy, been mentoring me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy? No, just joking. That's my dude. How's it feel though?
Good.
Now you rushing to get the buyer, right?
Yeah.
So
There you go. It's that feel. You'll never forget this deal.
I just actually became introduced to you yesterday
Okay.
by my cousin who's on the phone.
Who's your cousin?
His name is Kevin.
What's up, Kevin? I'm good, brother. Appreciate you introducing my content to somebody else.
Hey, no doubt, man. I just watched your video today, man. I'm on top of it. Got it, babe.
I appreciate it, man. But here's the question. You out there getting stuff done?
Definitely. I'm working this as we speak. Clipboard, papers all over the place, pencil in hand. Not a problem at all.
I like it, man. So I appreciate everything. Go out there and crush it.
Hey, listen, I got one quick question
Yeah.
for you. I'm a contractor by trade. That's what I do on my day job.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to get into this. Would it behoove me to put in that I'm a contractor in my initial statement to a seller so that they don't think that I'm just a real estate investor? Because yesterday I was getting blasted, all kinds of cuts out, which I expect to get, but I figure it might help if I offer other services as well as the wholesale. What do you think?
Yeah, so so he's basically saying you're talking in front of a bunch of people right now. He basically asked when he's making those phone calls, should he say that he's also a contractor when he's talking to everybody? Because he just get cussed. They got beat up yesterday. It was a bad day for him. No, you shouldn't. One is because if a contractor called me, I'm gonna think they got contractor prices. And I always use rehab costs as a negotiating part of my skills. So I would necessarily tell, you can use your expertise and say, I do have a contracting background, so I know what things cost. And you, as a contractor, should know that there's a market price and then your price.
Right.
And you're always negotiating off of the market price of fixing a bathroom versus what you can get it for.
You're an entrepreneur, so for me, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm just now getting into the real estate space.
Yeah.
How do you go about balancing it? Because I'm enthused about this, but I don't want it to be just something
That's a good question.
I get excited for a moment and then.
That's a great question. We're creating. So my guy Dave back there, he's more than just my camera guy. He's like my strategist. Yeah. Well, I got J-Rock. He's just Dave. I can't call him D-Rock because that was already taken. So we just came up with this thing called Elite 8. This is the first time I'm ever talking about it in public. We was literally at a rodeo in Washington this past weekend, and we came up with this idea. But a lot of people that have a growing business, they want to know what it's like to compartmentalize and time block. So what I'm doing is once a month, I'm bringing 8 people to my hometown that will spend a full day with us, me and my team, and I'll show you how I go about doing real estate and all my other stuff, right? Because what I do is I time block. So from 7 to 1 p.m., I only do real estate. From 1 p.m. to like 10 o'clock at night, because I go to bed at 10:30. For 10 o'clock at night, I do all my other businesses, right? So it's important to like time block yourself into doing something that really, and you prioritize what you want.
What do you call it? Influencer aspect fitting into your 5-year plan, if you will.
It works great. I mean, that's part of so that concept, that Elite 8, where we bring 8 people in each month, that's part of what I'm going to teach is how to use the social aspect to rapidly grow your business.
Appreciate for the advice, man.
Yeah, man. Keep rocking, man. You're young. What's up, brother? You big dude, bro. Get on, let me get up on my tippy toes.
Definitely need one with you, my brother.
Yeah, man,
I appreciate the advice from
yeah, man.
Because I want it.
Sometimes just like
601.
Oh, you right after me then.